Hello vinyl community and everyone else watching this. I am back yet again with another video. I hope you're watching these over days or something like that. I don't mean to inundate you with videos. I don't even know when this will get put up. It might not get put up for days anyway. But when I have a chance to make videos, I'm taking that chance and I'm making them. This time I'm back with my second recent finds video in as many, well, in 0 days. This one's going to feature all stuff I mostly got online. It's mostly new, and I just separated it from my other one because I didn't want it to be too long. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As I've been trying to do in the last few videos, I'm going to try to do some shout outs when they are appropriate and when I can. So here we go. Let's just start. This first album is interesting. I just got it yesterday. I've not had a chance to listen to it. I can't wait though. I have checked them out online. And I did not hear them. Maybe some of you have. And you saw this if you watched my Mark P contest video. Check out Mark P's channel. Check it out. Does box sets. Cool, laid back guy. Anyway, I showed this as my most recent acquisition in that video, and it is Shannon and the Clams. This is produced by Dave Auerbach, recorded at his studio, I believe, and just an interesting band. I mean, how could they not be an interesting band? So I look very much forward to hearing the Shannon and the Clams LP. I didn't order them from Pop Market, and I went a little overboard. They had some really good deals, and I got fairly close to free shipping, so I went and found a couple more things for free shipping. So, all told, I got 8 albums for as much as you can get for free shipping on Pop Market, and you'll have to figure that out on your own. Including this one. Mission Magic, Rick Springfield. I don't know if this is his first or second album. It's an early LP by him. It's a soundtrack to an Australian TV show because he was Australian. But apparently there are different versions than they actually played on the show. But this is supposed to be power poppy, along with, of course, bubblegum, and just cool. It's a limited edition blue vinyl pressing, and I look forward to hearing Mr. Springfield. I don't really like him much in the 80s, but when he was a kid, he's alright. This just drew my attention. The Ohio Players, Observations in Time. This is a reissue of the Ohio Players' very first album. Apparently they were much more funky than they were in later years. And I did check a little of this out on the internet and liked what I heard. There's the boys right there. There's the track listing, and very cool LP. This I picked up for one reason only, really. You're Tough Enough, Junior Wells, including Up In Here. Junior Wells was a funky kind of guy, but also bluesy as well. And this, as well as Up In Here, this album also has the original version of Messin' With The Kid that the Blues Brothers did, which is why I wanted it. Junior Wells, expanding my horizons. Speaking of expanding my horizons, on limited edition green vinyl, Peter Tosh and Friends. The stuff he did with the Upsetters. Check some of this out as well. I'm not a huge reggae guy, but this stuff was cool. I like the Upsetters, which at that point in time were basically Bob Marley and the Wailers. So there's a huge connection there, and there's your track listing with all the stuff. A lot of this isn't credited to him, but he's on vocals. Very interesting album. Canned Heat Vintage. This is early stuff, recorded in 1976 on one of these foil covers. Limited edition. I got 175 out of 500. Comes with a card, which is an interesting way to do it, on red vinyl. So this will be an interesting listen. This just came today, by the way. this Pop Market package. So clearly I have not gotten to these yet. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Goodbye Cruel World. This I have not cracked. This the reason I bought this, probably one of his lesser albums. Definitely one of his lesser albums. But it's supposed to be spread out on 2 discs, which is why it would intrigue me and why I grabbed it. So hopefully, it's definitely not 180, but if it's not 180, then it is 2 discs in there. But I have not opened it yet, and I'm not going to at this moment in time either. Serge Gainsbourg and Jane Birkin, their album together. I love Serge Gainsbourg, and this has the original version of Je t'aime mon non plus, which I can't speak French. There's your track listing. I love French pop, love Serge Gainsbourg. Never had this album. It's on Back to Black. Should be good. And Whitey Poland, Sunglasses After Dark, rockabilly guy, his biggest hit. This should be on colored vinyl on Rockabilly Records, and this has been on my want list for a while, and it showed up cheap, so I went for it. These, I was debating, and finally I decided, you know what, I'm going to grab these while they're around. Yoko Ono, Approximately Infinite Universe, on white vinyl. They reissued all of the Yoko albums and the John and Yoko albums, and I just went for the 2 that I don't have. I have the rest of them, so I let them go. But these 2, again, on white vinyl, double record set, they weren't that expensive. Well, you can see how much it was. So, and everybody else online wanted at least $10 more than this guy did. So, I went ahead and did it, as well as Fly, which may be Yoko's best album, actually. 2 record set, 180 gram vinyl too, by the way, white vinyl. And, like her, hate her, I actually like her. And on white vinyl, and for the price, I just went for it. Yoko Ono's Fly and Approximately Infinite Universe, got the reissues. The Galaxy Trio plays the Monuro or the Perfect. It's just, I'm reading the sticker, not the album title. It's just self-titled 10-inch. Instrumental, surf with some psych and Middle Eastern influences. Well, I think the cover pretty much says it all. Should be a good listen in mono. This just looked interesting. Murder City Nights, Radio Birdman. Now I'm thinking this is a boot, but I have no idea. Limited edition, 69 out of 500. And there's your track listings. Radio Birdman, of course, the Australian sort of punk band, really cool. And I have a reissue of their album, and it's definitely a boot, as you can see, on blue vinyl. Look forward to giving that a spin. Steve turned me on to Radio Birdman quite a long time ago. Flipside CT. Check his channel out. And as well as this one. He showed this a long time ago. He made a boot or a video of some boots that he bought at a record show, and this was one of them. Talking Heads, 1975, the first recordings by the Talking Heads. And you won't be able to see any of that probably, but very different from what they turned out to be like. And a very cool cover, nice flat black. And I think this one is on colored vinyl. No, this one is on black vinyl. There, you can see the songs there. And there's the other side of the label. Very cool boot. And this has been in my queue on eBay for like a year or more. Finally grabbed it. Said, what the heck? I leave the notes in that people send me. This album I didn't even know existed. Matthew Sweet, and I forget what it's called. Tomorrow Forever. It's a 2-record set. Matthew Sweet came out last year, I believe. I didn't even know that this existed. And managed to find a used copy. So I didn't have to pay a ton of money for it. And have not heard this yet. Very cool. Very happy to find this. And I'm trying to remember how I heard about it. And it may have been the Omaha introvert Hannah. Check out her channel, whether it was or wasn't. Check her out. She is awesome. Her subs are going way up, but she could always use more. There's your track listing. Again, I've not heard this yet. Looking forward to it. Huge Matthew Sweet fan. Recorded at his home studio, apparently. And picked this up as well. Did not have this on vinyl. Modern Art. Didn't know this was out on vinyl either. Another 2-record set. Matthew Sweet. Power pop guy, but not so much power pop anymore. Kind of left it largely behind, but you can't leave it solely behind. Matthew Sweet's Modern Art. And last but not least, there's a guy out there called Giggins. Now, Giggins does album reviews, and he does fantastic album reviews. Check his channel out. And he did an album review of this record, and it sounded interesting, and I checked it out on YouTube, and I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. So I'll give him a chance. He didn't do this album. He did the new album. This is the one before. But I didn't know the band at all. This is Tennis and Yours Conditionally. And just mellow sort of pop. It's just 2 people. They're married. Those 2 people right there. She's one of them. But when I got it, I ordered it. I got it from a guy. And I didn't know this, but this was a Vinyl Me Please release. So, it came with artwork. This is how I know it was a Vinyl Me Please release. It came with artwork. And, a little bit of lyrics. And, of course, Vinyl Me Please releases come with a drink to have with the album. So, very, very cool there. Which means it's also going to be on interesting colored vinyl. So, what the heck, I will crack one album open. I will crack this album open to see what the vinyl on this looks like. So here we go. Actually doing it. If that opened it at all, it didn't feel like it did. That was a little better. Okay. And as I bore you to tears, and I try to take it out of here. There, it's trying to come out. There we go. There is a custom inner sleeve. You won't be able to see it. Basically white on white with words. Side's blank. And this should be, yes. It is, oh, it's on split blue sort of mauve vinyl. There you go. Tennis. Yours can